Because last night, I was part of the reason why I'm almost delirious is because I experienced a the Hatman came to visit me, and good lord, was it rough? So I'm not responding to chat for the duration of the story, so I get this story out. But it's wild. So Hatman came to visit me. I am very delirious at this point. I'm very tired. But what ended up happening was I went to sleep 2 hours later than I should have gone to sleep. I woke up 2 hours before when I was supposed to go to sleep. Now, I stayed up for another 2 hours, and then a little bit before I usually wake up, I went back to sleep. So, I went back to sleep for approximately 10 minutes. And I have never been this shaken by a dream in so long of a time. So I go to sleep, and what I know is I'm waking up again. And I'm waking up, and then I'm hearing this like crazy loud like thudding, like just aggressive thudding. And like somebody like shaking a cage or like rattling it or just slamming on like steel walls type of a rattling. And I'm like, you know what? That's a concern. But I'm too tired enough to deal with it. Because I was that tired. And then I end up, what was it? My vision cuts, and I'm seeing like this creature like thudding on these like steel bars and these steel doors, and it's looking at me with like glowing eyes, and it's freaking me out. And the worst part is, for some reason, I want to be clear, I am not afraid of like Five Nights at Freddy's at all. But for some reason, for some inexplicable reason, this thing in the cage looks like Freddy Fazbear. But it's specific. Listen, hold on. But it's specifically the version of Freddy Fazbear. I think it's like Glamrock Freddy. The one from Security Breach. Specifically that one. But he's all like dark. Like he's like been burned, or he's got a new paint job or something, right? Finally, he breaks loose. And I'm like, alright, I gotta get up and handle it. So I get up. And I'm like trying to figure out what's going on. I don't even make it out of my bed. I sit up. And he like bursts into my room. At like Mach fuck. He bursts into my room. And when he bursts into my room, it is not Freddy Fazbear. It's like this weird shadow creature with like spines sticking out of its back. And it's terrifying. Spines sticking out of its back. It has like glowing eyes that are sunken super far back into its skull. But it's not like the normal glowing eyes. It's not like yellow or green or anything. It's not even red. It's like a bright white type of glowing eyes. I then sit up. I wake up. Okay. So I get up. Right, I have woken up. I have woken up entirely. And then I go in. And I go, because my cat's being a little affectionate and wants some food. So I go and I handle the cat. I handle my darling. And I give her food, I give her some pets, that type of thing, and I start walking around my house, and I see that there's another cat. And I'm like, I've never seen that cat in my life. Where did this cat come from? It's like this little ginger, like, tabby cat. And I'm like, okay, that's really weird. And then I go and I keep going. I'm like, okay, I just guess I have another cat. I gotta go figure out whose cat this is, type of a thing. And then, as I'm walking through my house, I then find a Russian blue cat. And I'm like, this is really weird. Why are there two other cats in my house that I've never seen before? These are not my friend's cats. These are not allowed in my house. I am very allergic to cats. I'm on constant 24-hour medication so that I can have the one cat I have. Okay? So I'm like, this is weird. And the layout of the house is different. So then, I go, and I am like, okay, I go into my living room, and there's a kitten in my cat's bed. And this kitten looks like none of the other ones. This one's like a, like, it's got like not zebra stripes, like tiger stripes patterning on it. But it's just like a normal tiny little kitten house cat, and she's adorable, and I love her immediately. But at this point, I'm like, okay, hold on. I'm now looking at like 4 cats, and only one of these is one that I know. What is going on? And then there's a 5th cat. It's a solid white, tiny little thing, adult cat, just a small one. And it is chilling up on my sofa. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why are you here? Unironically, I am starting to have an anxiety attack because I'm like, I can't be around this many cats. It does not matter how many allergy meds I take. I cannot be around this many cats. And so I start having a panic attack, and then I pass out, and I wake up again. And I'm like, okay, all right, whatever. So I'm super tired. I woke up again. I'm super tired, and I'm like, yo, I need to go back to sleep. I had a terrible dream after a terrible dream. I need to go back to sleep. So I sit there and I go back to sleep, and someone starts just like pounding on my door, just thrashing on it, just like trying to break it down with concussive blasts coming from their fists. And it is the most annoying thing. I am so pissed off because I'm like, dude, I just had 2 like terrible, I had one certified nightmare. I had another dream that gave me a panic attack because I was gonna have to like torch my entire house to keep living here. And I had a bunch of cats I suddenly had to take care of. And now I've got somebody who's sitting here rapping and just pounding and just trying to break down my door. I don't care who it is. Whoever it is can just leave me alone, okay? So I go back to sleep. Now, I am paranoid. I have a barricade on both my front and back door. I actually have an actual barricade on my front and back door that I have whenever I am sleeping. So, I do that, right? And the barricades, I know the barricades are there. It's not a problem. Not at all. And then I hear something like snap metal break into my house. And at that point, I'm like, do I really care enough? Do I actually really care enough? And the moment, the very second, I'm like, actually, you know what? I think I do care enough. I should get up. I go to get up, and I can't get out of my bed. I can't. I can barely open my eyes. Barely open my eyes. And I'm like, dude, what? I'm like freaking out because I'm like, I'm not this tired, right? I am not this tired. But I literally barely have enough motion in my body to open my eyes, and it's for like half seconds at a time, and they will just shut again. I'm like, this is terrible. And then I start hearing not one step, but 2 pairs of footsteps going through my house, checking at different shit. And I am losing it. And then I sleep naked during the summer, okay? I sleep naked during the summer, okay? Just, it's important to the story. It's important to the story, okay? But I'm laying, and I'm on my back. I'm like, you know, I've got the full membership out on view. And these two, I thought they were people when I first saw them. But then my next, like, half flutter of being open to my eyes, not people. Certifiably not people. These two things come into my, with the same glowing white eyes, come into my room and just stare down at me over the top of my bed. Like they were just main mugging me. And I'm just sitting here with full membership on display. I've got, like, no ability to move besides opening my eyes. They start asking me questions, and I can't answer them because I can't move my fucking mouth. I can't even grunt. I don't even have the level of control where I can, like, use my voice. I can't even, like, growl. I can't grunt. I can't, like, anything. And they're just sitting there staring at me. They keep asking me these questions. And then eventually, one of them, like, leans down and looks me straight in the face. And then, like, top downs me, smiles with an ear-to-ear grin. And then both of them leave. And then I wake up again. For the fourth goddamn time, I wake up. And this time is when I finally am actually awake. I sit up. I'm able to, like, be on my phone and check to see, like, what's going on in the Discord and that type of stuff. That time was the only time I actually woke up. Every other time I woke up, I was still in the dream. And that is why I am so tired today, and I'm really hoping that I don't get another visit